chance frame that slowly but surely you'll understand the game.
Successfully blocked the opponent's rank up.
Some people who started like a year before are doing good shit this year. Look, I'm gonna stop ranking because I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna have a heart to heart because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? Here's the thing about a diamond and, like, let's say grandmaster. Yes, there is definitely a skill gap. There's definitely a skill gap, and the reason why is because most diamonds don't take the time to understand basic fundamentals. Okay, and that's the thing that a lot of people struggle with, trying to understand basic shit and not go crazy and use all their special moves. Okay, some people don't even be like, what the fuck's a anti-air, or what the fuck's a DP? They just see like cool moves and like, I want to use them. Okay, that's the thing about diamond players, right? But if you take the time to be like, all right, cool, I just made diamond, right? It may not have been the cleanest or prettiest, but I made it. All right, now I realize that, you know, maybe if you watch other streamers, you notice that they're high rank and they face diamonds a lot. And you're like, you know, I face a lot of good people, right? They may fuck me up, and again, I'm like trying to figure out what's one problem. But if you just be like, oh, they beat me, they trash, they ass, I don't like this game. It's like, now you're just putting the blame on stuff. You're not taking ownership of if you fucked up, or, you know, what do you know about the game, right? Like, if I, for example, I'm going against Rashid, right? If I see Rashid, right, as a diamond, I just see him do this on me. He does that, right, on me all day, right? And I'm like, what the fuck do I do right here? So I'm just pressing buttons, and I never hit him out of it. It's kind of like, all right, I don't know the counter to this. Either because there's multiple things you could do in this game, and multiple things to do to figure that out. You can one ask someone, be like, hey, is this a real stream, or is this real or not? And hopefully that person instantly helps you out. You know, you can ask randoms on Discord or some shit. You can lab it yourself to figure out what are your character's options, because it never hurts to do something like this. Like, all right, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do that. Oh, like I just pressed jab. I was like, wait a minute, that counter hit. Is that consistent? Like, okay, it looks like around range. Oh, I can crouch jab. Like, okay, I can figure that out. So now you know a little bit of something about Rashid, right? You know that string is not necessarily real. So once you understand that's not real, then all of a sudden you can be like, okay, now let me try to train it up more and more and try and understand why this isn't real, right? So then all of a sudden you look up maybe like Rashid frame data or Drury frame data, try and figure out a solution. And once you find a solution, you can always like mental take that note or write it down or something. It never hurts to write it down because people write down a lot of stuff. And then, you know, the next time you see Rashid do that, you're like, all right, I'm gonna be ready. Now, you're gonna do all the time? Hell no. Not everyone does something perfect the first time or anything. It comes naturally. But once you start to get it and start getting that repetition, all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I'm stopping that a lot. Because sometimes instinctively you do stuff without even thinking. Like, for example, I know when I do this, I don't even need to look at my hands. I know I can do that, like, with one hand tied behind my back. You know what I'm saying? I can easily do that shit. So you need to pull an idea of repetition to understand, like, losses are just learning. Okay? Even if you lose the diamond, you gotta be like, hey, at least I got to it. Now I gotta get it back again. Because people are gonna challenge you for that. Of course. People are gonna try and challenge you, be like, I don't believe you deserve this. I don't da-da-da-da. And it's like, all right, cool. Now you seek a challenge, and all of a sudden, you got another mountain to climb. You want to get stronger, so you got to keep climbing. You're going to take a lot of losses. Trust me, I've taken 2 million losses. All right? And I'm still trying to climb mountains. Now, am I at the top? I wouldn't say top. I probably am definitely like one of the fucking, like, compare me to like a 3 animals type shit. You know what I'm saying? Comparing to like a 3 animals from One Piece. But it's the fact that I enjoy competition and I love the idea of losing but understanding shit. Okay? I love the idea of just like saying like, oh, this, I didn't know this. Let me go lab it out. And I'm like fucking Goku, okay? I get excited for this. When I see someone good, I want to play them. So you need to understand that losing sucks. Losing fucking hurts. Trust me. But if you take a moment, breathe, drink some water, be like, let me think on this. What did he do that fucked me up? Maybe you need to watch replay. Maybe you need to lab out a certain situation, you know? You always need to do these things that the game gives you or people give you to help you get better, okay? Do not blame yourself. I never want people to blame themselves. Be like, I'm trash. This game sucks. I'm never playing this game. Don't do that to yourself. That's self-hurting, okay? You need to improve. You want to grow. You want to keep going. Okay? Because I shit you not. It takes time. Okay? Maybe not now. Maybe not 6 months. Maybe not a year. But soon, shit will work out for you. Okay? I mean, fuck, look at me. Back when 2017, 2016, I was garbage. Okay? I didn't know an ounce of shit. Alright? I didn't know how to fucking anti-air as much. Because I relied on anti-air jab. Because the anti-air jab was broken back then. I didn't know, like, footsies as much. I didn't know all that shit. But guess what? I fucking kept going. I streamed. I slowly started to stream, get the word out. And I started to improve bit by bit. And all of a sudden I start beating people in North America. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to cook a little bit. And the people started noticing me a little bit like, hey, it's him. He kind of cooked up, right? Then you keep building up, building up. You know what I'm saying? I made good friends by doing that. I did a lot of shit by doing that. And then eventually, 2022 rolls around. I got 2nd Texas Showdown, 7th at Evo, Combo Breaker Midwest versus West Coast Exhibition, top 8 at Defend North. And that was top 4, sorry. Made Capcom Cup. You know, I'm doing all this because I understood that I could do something at this level because I kept growing. Because I went from like a gold Laura to all of a sudden changing a jury, made it to Diamond, become one of the first to get jury to like Grandmaster because I kept learning and understanding more and more and kept losing. I kept losing, but transferring it from I suck to what could I do to improve better. Okay? Put it yourself into constructive criticism mode instead of beating yourself up. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Not everyone's the same. Some people will be like, fuck, I hate this shit and all that. But that's emotions. We all feel like that. Trust me. But then eventually you'll start to calm down and everything. So that's what I want to say to you, right? Don't ever beat yourself up. Don't ever hate life or some shit because you can't do one thing. Put it in repetition. Keep going. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. Get stronger. Even if it goes into the next game, even if it takes you a moment, doesn't matter. Keep it going. Okay? Some people are slow learners, some people are fast. It doesn't matter how the way you go. As long as you try and reach your goals bit by bit, it helps. All right?